Hello guys, it's Ryan Ho back with another video. Today I want to talk about headphone reliability and how long do headphones last and kind of my experiences with a few headphones I have on hand. And yeah, let's talk about it. So today I was actually going to make a different video, but because my Hifiman HE6se V2 actually has a stuck driver, so this headphone actually broke recently, and I prompted me to make this video because maybe this is gonna be the saltiest video I have ever made in my life. Maybe that's what this is. But online, there's a lot of people report that Hifiman has really bad quality control. I never knew. I just kind of bought this product and now I get to experience the bad quality control firsthand. And the second thing is a lot of people have reported with this headphone specifically that they have stuck drivers on this HE6, and I experienced the same thing. So I guess maybe the rumors are true that they have really bad quality control. Now let's talk about some other headphones that I had issues with. So we have the HyperX Cloud Orbit S. I bought this headphone and probably had this for like 3 years. This actually broke twice, not once, but twice for the same problem. So if you look online, a lot of people have the same issue with this headphone, and that's the yoke breaks. So I actually super glued mine, but the super glue is kind of a temporary solution. Essentially, this thing has cracked, and if this thing cracks, this whole entire ear cup will eventually fall off. And yeah, the first time it cracked, I got it repaired. Then the second time it cracked, it was out of warranty, and it was during COVID. So basically, I asked to get it repaired and asked them how much it cost. They said they don't do repairs. So they straight up just wouldn't repair it. So I was like, cool. And I super glued it. And then today, when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, let's check the other side. And I actually see some micro cracks on the other side. So the other side's also cracking too. So yeah, this is the HyperX Cloud Orbit S. And it's the same headphone as like the Audeze Mobius. So it's made by Audeze. So yeah, they probably should reinforce the plastic here or somehow redesign this and put some metal right here so it doesn't break in future iterations of this headphone. That's probably something they should do. I'm sure they know about the problem because everyone complains about it on the internet, but that is another problem. So this is the HD58X by Sennheiser. Now, this one isn't really a problem. It's more like something that people have noticed over time, and that's that the pads of this headphone get kind of worn out really quickly. And these velour pads, a lot of people say online is if you wear a lot, they kind of wear out after a year. And that's been my experience with this headphone as well. So yeah, that's been my experience with this headphone too. So the pads of this headphone get really old really quickly. And what eventually happens is that it actually changes the sound of your headphone if the pads get old and kind of compressed, and it actually changes it, right? And it doesn't sound as good as it did when you got it new. So the simplest solution really is to buy new pads. Of course, like after a year and buying new pads gets kind of expensive. So I think Sennheiser actually did revise this headphone and gave it a little bit newer pads that are supposed to be more sturdy. But it's like another thing that to point out, like reliability of headphones. This thing did have some problems in the past that hopefully are fixed now, but just a good example. And then we have another headphone, which is my first headphone I've ever owned. This is the HyperX Cloud Alpha. And I've had this headphone for 5 years, maybe it's 6 years now. So this thing has been through a long time. And as my first headphone, I use this like every single day for like 3 years straight. And this headphone's still just like, I mean, it's still fine. It works well. It's sturdy. I mean, the things that have happened to this headphone is like, you can see the top band is perfectly fine. I actually had to replace the pads. This is my third pad I've had. So the pads eventually wear out when you wear as much as I do. And you just get new pads and it's easy to swap them. So that's not an issue. We've actually had a problem with the extensions of these. So they started getting loose over time. So I actually unscrewed this thing and like basically tightened the inside with a rubber band. So the ear cup wouldn't just slide too much. So I basically fixed it myself. But that was the one issue I had with this headphone over time. Oh, and then another thing I actually had with this headphone, like this is like old, like 5 years is a long time. And this is like $100 gaming headset, right? The cable actually had an issue. So the original cable's right here. I still have it, but I had a problem with the volume dial of this thing. Basically, it wouldn't play the same volume on left and right of this headphone. So basically, because this headphone comes with a detachable cable, right? I just got a different cable. I actually used a cable I got from the HyperX Cloud Orbit and just got a new 3.5 millimeter cable and just plugged it in. And basically, I can still use this headphone. So yeah, the pads were out, you know, some of this extension had some issues, but really I was able to solve them pretty easily and pretty cheaply. And just using the same headphone for 5 years, just not that bad. And honestly, the reliability of this headphone as my oldest headphone is definitely the best. Like this thing is just like maybe one of the reasons why I always recommend this headphone is it's sturdy and it sounds great and it has all the replaceable parts, and yeah, it's a great product overall. So that's basically my experience so far for like the reliability of headphones and how long they last. I mean, I think as I have these for longer, like I honestly don't think the Orbit's gonna last that long. I think it's gonna crack eventually on both sides and it's just gonna break, honestly. I don't have much hope for this guy, but I think the other ones right here should hopefully last. I honestly, the HE6, like after only having it for 8 months and it having issues, I doubt this headphone's gonna last me longer than like 2 years. If not, like next year might have the same problem and I'm gonna be outside my warranty period. So yeah, that's my assumption. Maybe I'll make an update when all this stuff breaks, because eventually it probably will. And yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and found this helpful, please like and subscribe down below. And comment down below for any issues you have, and comment down below if you think I'm very salty in this video. Like I definitely want to like see that. If you want to like drink my salty tears, that's also okay in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm gonna make other videos. I was gonna make a comparison video of the 5.8X with some Tiger 300R and the H6 Pro. That should be coming out later this week once I'm less salty. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.